Okay, for some reason the camera started on its own. You know what's funny before I get into my intro and stuff? Being a content creator, you start finding out there's weird little things that you can do on your cell phones, technology and stuff. Like somehow on my phone, there's times it'll just record on its own and I have no freaking clue what I'm doing. So like when you see me like when I'm doing these weird things, I'm trying to figure out like what is it to make it work. But that's just the funny part of being content creation. And so let's go ahead and get into the intro. What somebody you know why people always want to text me when I'm in the middle of a video. So today, you know what, I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm not even gonna do the big intro. I'm not gonna go into mindset stuff, none of that. I'm just gonna talk to you a little bit. And a big thing is like just telling you a little bit about my life. And so, 'cause a lot of people are always like, Jason, what are you doing now? How are you healing? How are things going with you since what happened with Cece? And here's the truth, man. I'm I went this past year. I gave myself the time to just grieve. And what I mean by that is, it don't mean just crying and sad. It just gave me time to grieve of being alone again. Like that's what most people don't get. And what I mean by that is like when you've been with someone for over 14 years, but like the last 8 years was just every single day together, you have to get adjusted to being alone again. You got to realize who you are again. And so this past year, that's what I was working on. I was just going out, doing little things that can make me happy, trying to bring joyness back. And I'm seeing now where I'm at in life, that joy, that spark is igniting again. And the reason why I'm saying that because I don't think we're taught correctly what growth looks like. You know, where we look at like the growth of a child to an adult, and we see this finite state. But our emotional growth, our mental growth, those things don't stop. They keep going, and it's up to us to keep developing them. And I think this is one of the reasons why most of us are suffering in silence from depression, anxiety, because we're trying to hold on to perfection that doesn't exist. And now that we live in this Western world of, take a pill to solve all your problems, don't fix anything about your life, don't change any of your habits. Back, maybe 40 years ago, let's just go back 40 years. If you were sick or something, you was approaching it with food. You was changing the way you were eating. You were maybe taking some herbs and supplements. We don't live in that world anymore. And we live in this world now where it's so fake. Like it's so fake. And it's funny because so many people don't understand how much power they really have over their lives. And I get like this big veil that's over most of our heads. It was over my head for many of years. And in that veil, it makes you believe like, oh, these few people, they're in charge of my life. They control everything. But really think about it, man. How often are maybe let's say the evil, corrupt people over this world? Because there are some people. How often do you see them? How often are they coming to your house? They're not coming. And the thing is, what they're doing to get us to stay in the situations where we are generation after generation is they're keeping us looking for the wrong type of fun. And this is what I mean by that. So many people I talk to in the world are always like, man, I just want to travel, I want to do this, I want to see this, but it's always a but at the end. But I don't have the money. And then you look at their habits, because I was this person too. I'm telling you from example, I was this person. They're out drinking, they're partying, they're eating out. Like, we have to start understanding everything that we want in this world we can achieve, but we have to discipline ourselves. In this last year of really disciplining myself, also really exercising no. Like, most people don't know this. Like, people invite me to places all the time, and I just tell them no. Like, I'm not going to a groove out here. I'm not going to go drink. Like, I don't do those things anymore. And it's not saying there's something wrong with it. I've just noticed from my studies, my research, and my personal life and experiences that that type of fun don't help me anywhere. it actually leaves me more miserable the next day over. I remember waking up drunk out, from a night out partying in the military, and I'm like, it takes you half the day to get yourself recuperated, and you still feel like crap because you drunk so much. Man, those days are over for me. And the reason why I'm saying it is like I'm actually about to head out for Botswana again today. I'm going back out there for a couple of days, and so many people when they hear about that, they're always like, "Oh man, you're lucky. Oh, that's nice." No, guys. Jason is in a point of his life where I only say yes to the things that I want to do. I only be around the people that I want to be around. And you can talk to a lot of people, they'll tell you like, yo, Jason disappears. Like when I go into real serious work mode, I don't leave my flat. I'll probably have some food to cook or something. And then I'm just sitting here working. And I tell people, I'm like, yo, I'll talk to you in a week or two. Like, I don't have time to be on the phone. Like, all of those things. And it's because I'm really focused on my happiness now. And I didn't even know this while I was married with Cece. Like, I had an understanding of it, but I didn't fully grasp it. Let me say it that way. That I didn't know that my happiness is all up on me, because I always thought she was gonna be here next to me, be here beside me, and so I would always be happy because I know she's here. Like she used to always cheer me up with her jokes and just the things that we would talk about. And now that I don't have that the way that I'm used to, it's like you can't just feel the shoes of a person. Like you have to feel the emptiness that's inside of you. And if you take anything from any of my videos, or if you take anything from my last year of living, going through this, this new transition of, I never thought I'd be single and alone again. If you take anything from it, man, just don't give up. Don't give up. Keep fighting. Just put one step in front of each other. Like if you would have told me January 24th last year, as I was holding Cece in my arms as she passed away, that I would be here today where I'm at, and at the level of peace, the level of happiness, the level of enjoyment that I have, I would have called you a lie, man. And I'm telling you, I'm living a happy life here, man. I'm loving South Africa. I'm loving the continent. And I'm actually looking forward to come August when I'm finally done with this flat. My lease is up. And then I can just start traveling, because I'm really in a place in my life now where I want to really start pushing myself. I really want to start discovering who is Jason, because I knew who Jason was as a husband and a wife team, but I never did know who Jason was as a man, as an individual, as a person in this world. And so that's the new discovery. That's the new journeys I'm on now. And I'm really going to just say this, like, man, if you ain't following me on TikTok, make sure, because this next 6 months coming August, I'm finna be hitting it hard. I'm finna really be pushing myself, stretching myself, really getting uncomfortable, being uncomfortable, trying new different modes of living, traveling more. And it's going to be really to push my boundaries so I can expand and grow to the person I want to be a lot faster. And I'm just going to say, hey, man, make sure you watch this journey, check it out, because I'm finna create something different, man. I'm in a place in my life where I have a vision of what I want, how I want my life to be. And I know the traveling, learning all the different backgrounds, keep moving around, keeping myself from being stable, it's gonna push me and it's gonna help me get to that vision, because I can see it now. Like, it's crazy that, let me just share this story with you, like, because most people don't know this. The only person that knows this is my brother Duncan. So after Cece passed away, every time I would look in the mirror, I couldn't see myself. It was literally all I could see was like a black silhouette. And I told him, and I was like, yo, man, I can't see myself. Like when I look in the mirror, I don't see me. And I thought I was dying. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought I was dying. I was just like, maybe something just didn't happen to where I couldn't go with it when it happened. And it was scaring me for a minute. And then it took me just slowly accepting and releasing certain things. Like, after that, being able to accept and release certain things, I think it took me maybe 7 or 8 months now. I finally really was able to see myself. Like when I look in the mirror now, I'm like, oh, that's Jason. I recognize him. And the reason why I wanted to share that is because so many times we have this shadow figure that's covering us. Like we can't see who we really are. We can't see our real potential. And I just want to encourage you, like, shine the light. Look deep down inside of you and see what is the good in you. When you start looking for the good in you, when you start finding the things you're grateful for, and then you start celebrating yourself, it literally shines a light in that dark tunnel, and you can start seeing yourself coming out of it. And that's how I came out of this, man. I just really wanted to share that because I think I have a very I'm grateful for the unique perspective that I have right now, to where not only can I share my story with you, but in case you're going through something too, I can help you maybe make it a little bit easier. It's not saying the pain isn't going to be there, but having a lot less pain, a lot easier pain to manage is a whole lot better than wishing for no pain. And so I just wanted to share that with you, and make sure you look forward. Once I get to Botswana, I'll be dropping videos there. I'm going to try something a little different there too. I'm not just going to stay in Gaborone. I think I'm going to go on a taxi or take a bus somewhere to another city. If I can get to Francistown, I'm going to go there also. But I just wanted to share that with you. This is a very informal, nothing like the normal videos, and just also just changing things up a little bit. Like I want to change the way some of my content is, and also start changing some of the quality of it, and just the way that I'm talking to you, because I do think I need to do more live. So I'm going to start doing YouTube lives. So look forward to that. I'm going to start doing more TikTok lives too. I'm going to start making it a schedule. And I want you to just join on with me with this ride while Jason is discovering Africa. And I want you to see what I see also. So just remember, guys, I'm Jason, and success is simple once you know how.